Have you ever craved a juicy, flavorful steak that melts in your mouth? You know, the kind of steak that makes you close your eyes and savor every bite? We all have. But achieving steak perfection can sometimes feel like an impossible mission. Overcooked, dry, or flavorless steaks are a common grilling tragedy. But fear not, fellow steak lovers. This guide is your secret weapon to conquer the grill and create the best steak you've ever tasted. From selecting the right cut to mastering the cooking process, we'll guide you through each step. Get ready to impress your friends and family with your newfound steak-making skills. Are you ready to embark on this delicious adventure? Let's fire up the grill! Walking into a butcher shop or staring at the rows of steaks in the grocery store can be overwhelming. With so many options, it's easy to feel lost. So many cuts, each with a different name and price tag. But don't worry, we're here to help you navigate through this meaty maze. We'll break it down for you, starting with some of the most popular cuts. First up, the mighty ribeye. This cut is a favorite among steak lovers. This cut is famous for its rich marbling, those beautiful streaks of fat that make it incredibly juicy and flavorful. The marbling melts during cooking, basting the meat and keeping it tender. If you're looking for a tender and buttery steak, ribeye is your go-to. It's perfect for grilling or pan-searing. Next, we have the New York strip, a leaner cut with a firm texture and a robust beefy flavor. It's a classic choice for steak enthusiasts. It's perfect for those who prefer a less fatty but equally delicious steak. The New York strip is versatile and can be cooked in various ways, from grilling to broiling. And then there's the king of tenderness, the filet mignon. This cut is prized for its delicate texture. This cut is known for its melt-in-your-mouth texture and mild flavor. It's often considered the most luxurious steak, perfect for special occasions or a romantic dinner. It's a luxurious choice for a special occasion. Pair it with a rich sauce or a side of vegetables for an unforgettable meal. Don't forget about the sirloin, a budget-friendly option that still packs a punch of flavor. It's a great choice for everyday meals. It's a bit chewier than the others, but with the right cooking method, it can be just as enjoyable. Marinating the sirloin can enhance its flavor and tenderness. Remember, the best steak cut for you depends on your personal preferences and budget. Don't be afraid to ask your butcher for recommendations. So, explore different options and discover your favorites. Whether you prefer a rich ribeye, a lean New York strip, a tender filet mignon, or a flavorful sirloin, there's a perfect steak out there for you. Now that you've chosen your steak, it's time to give it the royal treatment. This is where the magic begins, transforming a simple piece of meat into a culinary masterpiece. Proper preparation is key to unlocking maximum flavor and tenderness. It's not just about the cooking, it's about the steps you take before the steak even hits the grill. First things first, thawing. If you're working with a frozen steak, make sure it's completely thawed before cooking. This ensures even cooking and prevents a cold center. The best way to do this is to transfer it from the freezer to the refrigerator overnight. This slow thawing process helps maintain the steak's texture and flavor. Once your steak is thawed, pat it dry with paper towels. Removing surface moisture is crucial for achieving that perfect sear. Moisture is the enemy of a good sear, so get rid of any excess. A dry surface allows the steak to caramelize beautifully. Now, for the magic touch seasoning. Salt and pepper are your best friends here. They enhance the natural flavors of the meat without overpowering it. Generously season both sides of the steak right before cooking. Don't be shy. A well-seasoned steak is the foundation of a delicious meal. Feeling adventurous? Try marinating your steak for a few hours or overnight in a mixture of olive oil, herbs, and spices. This adds layers of flavor and complexity. This will infuse it with even more flavor. The longer it marinates, the more intense the flavors will be. Remember, a little preparation goes a long way in creating a steak that's bursting with flavor. Take your time, enjoy the process, and you'll be rewarded with a steak that's truly unforgettable. Now comes the exciting part, cooking your steak to perfection. Whether you're a seasoned chef or a home cook, mastering the art of cooking steak can elevate your culinary skills to new heights. There are several methods you can choose from, each with its own unique advantages and flavors. Understanding these methods will help you decide which one suits your taste and occasion best. Pan searing is a classic technique that gives your steak a beautiful crust and a juicy interior. This method is perfect for those who love a rich, caramelized exterior. Heat a heavy-bottomed skillet over high heat, add some oil, and sear the steak for a few minutes per side. The key is to ensure the skillet is hot enough to create that perfect sear. Reverse searing is a foolproof method for achieving even cooking. This technique is ideal for thicker cuts of steak, ensuring that the inside is cooked to your liking without overcooking the exterior. Start by slow roasting the steak in a low oven until it reaches your desired internal temperature. Then finish it off with a quick sear in a hot pan. This method combines the best of both worlds, even cooking and a flavorful crust. Grilling is another popular method, especially during the warmer months. It's perfect for outdoor gatherings and imparts a smoky flavor that many steak lovers crave. Preheat your grill to high heat, oil the grates, and grill the steak for a few minutes per side, rotating it halfway through for those beautiful grill marks. This method is great for achieving a charred exterior and a tender interior. If you're looking for precision cooking, sous vide is the way to go. This method allows you to cook the steak to the exact doneness you prefer, with no guesswork involved. This method involves sealing the steak in a vacuum bag and immersing it in a temperature-controlled water bath. The steak cooks evenly throughout, retaining all its juices and flavors. It guarantees a perfectly cooked steak every time. After sous vide, you can quickly sear the steak in a hot pan to add a delicious crust. No matter which method you choose, remember to use a meat thermometer to check for doneness. This tool is essential for ensuring your steak is cooked to perfection. That's the key to avoiding an overcooked or undercooked steak. With these methods and tips, you're well on your way to becoming a steak cooking master. Enjoy your perfectly cooked steak. The finger test, checking for doneness. While a meat thermometer is the most accurate way to determine steak doneness, there's also a handy trick you can use, the finger test. Here's how it works. Gently press the tip of your index finger to your thumb. Now, feel the fleshy part of your palm just below your thumb. That's what a rare steak feels like. Press your middle finger to your thumb. The same area of your palm will now feel slightly firmer. That's medium rare. Continue pressing each finger to your thumb, feeling the increasing firmness of your palm. Ring finger to thumb is medium, pinky finger to thumb is medium well, and the base of your thumb is well done. Keep in mind that the finger test is subjective and can vary depending on individual hand strength. It's always a good idea to double-check with a meat thermometer for the most accurate results. The rest, letting your steak relax. You've cooked your steak to perfection, and now it's time for the hardest part, waiting. Resting your steak is crucial for a juicy and flavorful result. During cooking, the muscle fibers in the steak contract, pushing juices towards the center. If you cut into the steak immediately, those precious juices will escape onto your cutting board. By letting the steak rest for 5 to 10 minutes, you allow the muscle fibers to relax, redistributing the juices throughout the meat. This results in a more tender and flavorful steak. Tent the steak loosely with foil to keep it warm while it rests. You can use this time to prepare your side dishes or pour yourself a celebratory drink. Trust us, the wait will be worth it. Slice and serve. Presenting your masterpiece. After resting, it's time to slice and serve your beautiful steak. But first, a little slicing etiquette. Always slice against the grain. This means cutting perpendicular to the long muscle fibers in the steak. Slicing against the grain shortens the fibers, making the steak more tender and easier to chew. The thickness of your slices is up to you. Some prefer thin slices, while others enjoy thick, juicy cuts. Experiment and see what you like best. Once sliced, arrange your steak on a plate or platter and serve it immediately. You can garnish it with a sprig of rosemary or a pat of herb butter for an extra touch of elegance. Steak's best friends, sides, and sauces. No steak dinner is complete without some delicious sides and sauces to complement the main attraction. For classic pairings, you can't go wrong with creamy mashed potatoes, crispy roasted potatoes, or asparagus with hollandaise sauce. A simple green salad with a tangy vinaigrette also provides a refreshing contrast to the richness of the steak. If you're feeling indulgent, try truffle fries, mac and cheese, or creamed spinach. These decadent sides will take your steak dinner to the next level. As for sauces, the options are endless. Chimichurri, a vibrant Argentinian sauce made with herbs, garlic, and olive oil, is a perfect match for grilled steaks. Béarnaise sauce, a rich and buttery emulsion, adds a touch of luxury. Other delicious options include peppercorn sauce, mushroom sauce, and blue cheese sauce. Get creative and experiment with different flavor combinations. Steak out, your turn to grill. Congratulations, you've reached the end of our steak-making journey. You're now armed with the knowledge and skills to cook the best steak of your life. Remember to choose your steak cut wisely, prepare it with care, and cook it using your preferred method. Don't forget to check for doneness and let it rest before slicing. And most importantly, have fun with it. Experiment with different seasonings, marinades, sides, and sauces to create your own signature steak dinner. Now go forth and conquer that steak. Your taste buds will thank you.